Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is Sunday, July the 18th, 2021. This is episode number 252 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. If you're just joining in, we've been involved in a 10-part series talking about staff. And the next 3 episodes, which is going to wrap this up, is going to talk to you about you business owners helping your staff achieve the next level. Today, we're going to talk about staff vices, which is going to deal with greed, girls and guys, and gambling. Now, what I'm about to tell you or discuss today may be controversial. Some business owners feel, their responsibility is to help their staff work, but they shouldn't be getting involved in the intricacies of life. And I think if you're running a big organization, that is a really good fact. But I think most of us are running small businesses, solopreneurs. We have less than 5 employees, or maybe even up to 10 or 15 for the majority of the small business entrepreneurs, at least that is tuning into this particular series. In that, I think you have a moral responsibility not to be overstretching, but doing what you can to help your staff achieve the best levels, not only in their work, but in their private lives. Today, we're going to talk about staff vice. In that, these are areas which I call the big 3 G's, where staff and people get in trouble. And if you don't have staff yet, just think about your friends and family. These 3 G's still apply to them. And too many times, I think we don't ask enough of the right questions or even get involved at least a little bit in their lives to help them navigate through these things. The 3 G's are dealing with things that are going to hurt them. Business tip number 1. Your staff may get involved in things that I'm going to refer to as greed. Greed is the selfish part of the pursuit of wealth or money management that gets to be a part where it becomes so enamored with it that it takes over their decision making, where they don't even make great decisions. And I see this happen all the time, especially in the small business world. Get a little bit of success. Your star players, your star salespeople or whatnot start getting overly involved in the money aspect of it, that it starts taking over their lives. They start becoming workaholics. They start affecting their life balance between their family and their children or kids versus work. So you business owners sometimes have to pull them aside, have a one-on-one conversation when you start to see greed take over. Business tip number 2, the other vice that your staff can get involved in or you can get involved in, I call the GirlsGuys. And this is where you start seeing marital affairs happen, where you have a staff member that's married and maybe they're getting a little too close to their customers, or maybe they need to be paired up with someone to hold them accountable. And again, there is a line here, and I'm not saying you get overly involved, but I think too many times managers and business owners don't stop staff from creating problems for themselves. Hey, Joe, you are married. I think you're getting a little too close to this particular customer or this particular relationship inside the office. Stop that whenever possible. Business tip number 3, gambling. Now, we think of gambling in the tradition of throwing money on a craps table or going to Vegas. But gambling is when they start making decisions that are putting their family's income at stake. And from a business perspective, you don't want gamblers to take high risk in some of the decision-making process that some of your staff does with your own money and your own business. These are just 3 of the main vices that people get involved in that maybe hurts them. And as a business owner, I think you should really concentrate a little bit on the one-on-one with your staff. Again, they're greed, girls and guys, and gambling. This is what I'm studying so that I can really help and get to know my staff a little better. Anything I study, I throw the fence to you, because I want you guys to be awesome. Now go back to sleep.